What's up, my name is Relyks, and I'm here to talk about the February 12th Counter-Strike Global Offensive Update. Now let's get right into it. Among minor changes, there was changes to gameplay mechanics as well as the addition of a new, fully automatic pistol, the CZ75. It is the first automatic pistol in the Counter-Strike franchise, and it would replace the P250 in your loadout slot, meaning that you would have to choose between the two. Now if you look on screen right now, I have these stats side by side. Because the CZ75 has the exact same statistics as the P250, the only catch is that it only comes with 24 bullets. Now, I don't mean 24 in additional to your first magazine. I mean one magazine of 12 and one reload. So it'd be interesting to see how this changes the meta and how this changes eco rounds. But in this video, I'm going to be detailing basically the new recoil patterns for the AUG, the Krieg, and as well as the CZ75, and then just showing some random deathmatch footage of me using the CZ75, the AUG, the Krieg, as well as the Desert Eagle. So if we look at the gameplay changes, they increased the AUG's recoil, they reduced the AUG's rate of fire. Now, they also reduced the AUG and the Krieg's scoped run speeds. By the way, if you don't know what the Krieg is, it's the SG553. It's the terrorist equivalent of the AUG. So basically, the only part of the Krieg that got nerfed was the scoped run speed. They made it slower, but the AUG got slower rate of fire as well as more recoil. This was expected. Everybody was complaining about the AUG, about how overpowered it was. There was like an unsaid rule in 10-mans on ESA where people were saying don't use the AUG, it's like a scummy thing to do because it was just really powerful. Now, I kind of tested some of the recoil and DMing with it. It still seems really strong. It has a ton of recoil, really, but if you tap or just 2-3 burst, it's still really powerful. 2 headshots to kill with head armor. The biggest change to the Krieg and the AUG is this Call of Duty-esque scope, like, you know, a red dot optical sight. I don't really know what gave them the idea to do that, but that's the change. As far as the Deagle is concerned, they increased the accuracy recovery by 2.5%. This basically means between shots, you recovering to your base spread is 2.5% quicker. Not that big of a difference. Honestly, the Deag is a weapon where you can spray and get lucky, or you need patience to use, but it is a deadly weapon in the right hands, and is a very powerful weapon on eco rounds. If they know that you're good with it, they will be scared. It's like a mini op in some ways. They also gave the AUG a new firing sound. And another change was pressing the walk key while running properly decelerates your speed to walking instead of instantly capping it. This is going to be an ongoing update, I think, and trying to fix the whole movement speed so people can't just, 80 spam when they have a rifle, making it really hard to hit them, so people don't get these like running, just really accurate headshots. They increased, in the last patch, I believe they increased, or they decreased accuracy by 50% on all automatic weapons when moving. People were still doing it, so this is going to be an ongoing battle trying to correct the movement. And the last and final gameplay changes, they fixed the regression that broke environment fog not being reduced when zoomed with a scoped weapon. So I guess this is basically there for a glitch, a bug that was happening where you wouldn't see fog with the scoped weapon, which means you could see farther. That is the reason for fog in the game. They also added a new weapon case. It's the CSGO Weapon Case 3. I'll put the skins on the screen right now. There are 5 blues: the CZ75-Auto Crimson Web, P2000 Red Frag Cam, Dual Beretta's Panther, USP Silence Stainless, Glock 18 Blue Fissure. There are 4 purples: the CZ75-Auto Tread Plate, Tech 9 Titanium Bit, Desert Eagle Heirloom, 5.7 Copper Galaxy. 2 pinks: the CZ75-Auto, the fuchsia is as in the color, and a P250 Undertow, and the rarest item in the case is the CZ75-Auto Victoria. And then of course there is that exceedingly rare special item, which is a knife. So anyways, my personal opinions about this new gun being added, a lot of people are flipping their shit saying you shouldn't change the basics, it's Counter-Strike. I think it does add a little bit more versatility to the game. The Krieg is still kind of eh. I honestly think the AUG is still viable. It's not just as ridiculous as it was before, where you could right click in and it was just a fucking railgun holding mouse 1, no change in recoil. I think honestly the CZ75 is going to be way more useful on CT side than terrorist side, especially on those eco rounds. It has such little ammo capacity, but think about it, if you're maybe in B site on an eco round on CT side on Dust 2 and you're holding that wall, I mean, you could probably do some damage. It does the same damage as the P250. From my experience, though, it always takes 2 shots to the head to kill, whereas the P250 is sometimes 2, a lot of the time 1 if you're close enough. As far as penetration goes, my experience being 10 minutes in a deathmatch, so don't take my word for it, but it just seems to be what I've noticed. Another really odd thing I noticed was, it seems to me, if you look at the recoil part of this video, that the AUG, I can't remember, the AUG or the Krieg, one of them, the damage, or I mean, the recoil is the same crouching and standing when you're scoped in. I'm pretty sure it's the AUG. It's the one where I fired it 3 separate times on the wall, because it's the same exact recoil spread. Zoomed in is a lot closer spread than unzoomed, but zoomed in and then zoomed in crouch fully spraying is the same exact thing. So crouching does nothing for you with an AUG unless you're trying to alter your hitbox. Anyways, this video was way longer than I intended, but I hope you enjoyed it. I was just kind of getting this out there because I was bored. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this explaining patches or just showing some stuff. I'm going to be getting a series out soon. I don't know what to call it, but it's basically going to be like the same stuff that Netcode and iBuyPower and Curse have put out, you know, whatever. We're going to make ourselves the best Counter-Strike players we can be. I hope you have a wonderful morning or evening whenever you watch this, and I'll see you guys on the, I don't know, what's the fucking battlefield. Peace.